Mike, you see my PS5? Dude!
What?
What the heck, man? It's my PS5!
This is a sushi platter, isn't it? I'm sorry.
It does kind of look like one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Man. Not for long. Hello everyone, welcome back to Beards, Bourbon, and Games. Since y'all liked our earlier PS5 painting, we're going to do it again. So as you can see here, I do have my digital PS5. Mine's a little bit more skinnier than Mike's because it does not have the disc drive. I find that offensive! Go cry. But today we're going to paint it because I'm tired of it looking like a sushi platter in my living room. So here we have some navy blue gloss paint. Now, I tried to find some matte because I want a matte appearance. I don't want the glossy look. Unfortunately, gloss is all that I had. However, we have some clear matte finish that will make it wash out. That it'll actually give a matte-like appearance. And this is for later. Alright, so in the last video we did not show you how to take these things apart, which most everybody does, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright, so to take the panels off, you have the corner here with the PlayStation logo. You lift up on that and just pull down. It's so easy. Microsoft, take notes. I'm going to do the same here. Boom. Huh. Looks even smaller on the side panels. Set that down right here. Alright. So now we have our panels. The first step is to clean these. Get all the oily substances off of them so that way our paint sticks. That's what glass cleaner's for. I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. Get some good paper towels here. Wipe this down. That's just going to get all the oil off of it so that way our paint has a nice consistent look to it. See here, I'm trying my best not to touch it with my fingers. Don't want my Cheeto hands rubbing off on the plastic. Alright. So for a more consistent job, we're going to flip these over. Wipe these outside parts. The main reason being is because we can actually see these parts. Middle, not too worried about. Alright, she's ready to dance. Okay, we're back in the BBG layer. Time to apply some paint. So it's always important to always read the instructions on your can because it will tell you how often to apply the coat of paint. This is very important. If you just go willy-nilly and you spray everywhere, you're not going to have a good, consistent paint job.
And it's going to get all over the layer.
All over the layer. Alright. So, as Big Jim showed us in the last video, it's always important to paint a test strip. See what you're working with here. That's what I'm talking about. Blue, baby. Blue.
It's an okay color.
It's the best color. Okay, so another thing we learned in our last video, it's easier to paint the back side first and then turn it over so that way we can paint the outward facing plates. It just gives us a lot easier time. You have to spend less time patching up spots that may come off while you're painting the other side. And the trick here is a lot consistent paint across the edges. So get a good distance. You don't want to be up close. That's how you get spots, and it looks very inconsistent. So, all right, do another test. Looks good, and here we go. So you'll notice I'm doing short controlled burst. All right, got the top there. We'll work our way down. And it goes without saying, we said it in our last video, it's always important to do this in a well-ventilated area. You do not want to be in a closed, small room breathing these fumes in. Don't be that guy or woman. Okay. All right. So we got that one. We're going to move on to the next. This time I'm just going to go around the edges. Alright. Alright. So let's let this dry for 5 to 10 minutes and we'll be back to apply another coat. Alright everyone, we're back to apply another coat. On the back side here, I did go a little bit more heavier on this one than I wanted to go, but we're gonna work with this. All right, so it's time for another beautiful coat of blue, baby, navy blue, because blue ones run better. Go. Down the side of this one. There we go. All right, let's give this 10 more minutes to dry and we'll be back. All right, everyone, we got this side done. As you can see, she's nice and shiny on the inside, but we're gonna make her shiny on the outside, where everybody looks. All right, so what we recommend doing here to get the best experience is to get something like a cardboard box, anything that can elevate it up. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab it by one of the hooks on the inside, turn her over, lay it down just like that. All right. All right, we're going to start with our first nice even coat here. Here we go. What I'm doing is I'm moving side to side, working my way up, and back down. So we got our base coat on here. We're going to let her dry, and then we're going to apply some more coats. All right, everyone, we're back. Let's put on another coat. Okay, everyone, we're working on our last couple of layers here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get around the edges and put one more layer on top there. But one thing to keep in mind, and this is the mistake everyone makes at first, and the lesson I'm even learning myself, is that you can always add more layers of paint. It's a lot easier to add than take them away. But the other challenge is knowing when to stop spraying. And this is something that everybody's got to learn. So it's a process, even for me. All right, here we go. We'll go around our edges. This just to make sure we get all that white off the edges. Okay, now we got that. We're going to move up in a side-by-side motion up from the corner. So yeah, we'll go from the top. There we go. All right. Now we're going for one more consistency. Go right back up. There she is. All right. We'll let this dry and take a look later.
All right, so we've applied the blue paint, and man, does it look good actually. Wait, I didn't say that. It's not red, it looks terrible. Looks horrible, horrible, horrible. Well, it's not bad actually. So now we're gonna apply some clear matte. Corey prefers a matte finish, so we're gonna put this on here for him. Use your test spray over the side, make sure you get a nice out. And you're gonna wanna apply this just a little bit thicker. We're gonna do 2 layers of this. Nice back and forth motion. Same thing on the other side. You can use the light to kind of see where if you missed anything. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but you yourself, you can turn back and forth and it'll give you an idea. According to the cam, we're going to wait about 2 to 3 minutes. Put another coat on. All right, it's been about 5 minutes, so the coat's drying pretty good. It's starting to come out pretty matte. So we're going to apply the second coat here. Take my cam pretty good. We're going to go from the other angle just to make sure we get good coverage. Test spray. Same thing on this sucker. And we let it dry. All right, so the clear coat has dried. Now time for the surprise. So we are going to go a little step further here. Corey and me are both big fans of Gundam. He's Federation fan, so we're gonna give him the Federation symbol onto here. That's all we did. There's a sketch maker that you can find online, or sorry, a stencil maker. Got it printed out here, taped it down, This is cardboard. Cut her out with an X-Acto knife. Did a few tests, as you can see, because I was paranoid about how it turned out. We're going to spray it in gold. Nice metallic paint. So as always, read the back of your can. We're going to keep greasing that. It'll blow in the face. So the thing with this though is this is curved. So you got to find the place you want it. You got to have something to hold it down because of the curve. So I'm going to use painter's tape, just like I have in a couple other videos. This makes it really easy. Get our tape down here. So I've taped it down. Use some painter's tape so it won't pull off the tape that's already there, or the paint that's already there. Words are hard today. Strapped it down real good. Made sure it's pressed down as good as possible. Now we're going to do a spray. Now, again, you want to do nice, even, small coats. I actually really like, and if we're lucky, it's going to look like this without the mess ups. Okay, here we go. I'm just pulling this down just a little bit because these middle pieces are floating. All right, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to do a nice, quick coat. I'm going to stop. I'm going to walk away. We'll be back. All right, so that coat's dried pretty good. So put the next one on. Again, light coat. I'm going to hold these down. All right, coat 2. Third, probably the final coat. As you can see, we kind of built up. So again, I'm going to have my nice golden Midas fingers. Spray, make sure we're okay. I think that's it. So we have sprayed the logo on here. Now, one thing you have to remember is that what we're doing here is something that every person can do. Yes, I could have got an airbrush out, could have done much thinner lines, things like that. This is something that anybody at home can go home, pick up a rattle can, paint a clear coat, go home, cut them out something, and make their PlayStation look original for them. But for that, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out here. Looks really good. After we did this, we went back over it with a couple rounds of clear coat, just like we did before. Then we got the cool idea, this PlayStation symbol on the PlayStation here. This is what makes it look black, is this right here. So we took a sticker. You do this with a Post-it note also. I'm going to cut it. We're going to stick it here, and it's going to look gold. So it's going to match this. It's going to look really neat. Well, I think that's about it. Big Jim would say, let's roll that footage.